Hey guys, project-zodiac here. I'm back with another video, and this is one that I'm so excited for because this video basically includes something that I've been wanting for a very long time. It's basically kind of like a dream come true. From the title of the video, you kind of know what it is, but it's still very, very special. So, with all that said, this just arrived today. I got a lot to talk about this and a couple of things to show off, so this video will be a little bit longer. But yeah, let's just go straight into the unboxing. This is a replica and a functional working replica of the Tron Legacy identity discs. And when I saw this a couple months ago, probably like 8-9 months ago, I was just completely amazed with it, and I did want to buy it. But it was a little expensive at the moment. It still is, but right now I was able to get it. So I had already opened up these flaps, and sorry if things are a little bit out of focus. I'm using a different camera right now because we are gonna have to use my phone for some of the things that I'm gonna have to be demonstrating. So yes, this is the identity disc, and there's a lot of functionality with this thing, and it's just amazing. I'm just so excited for it. This is not the Disney one that they're selling at Disneyland. This is a fan that makes these, and it's just fantastic because there's so much features, and it does something that the movie does that not even the Disney one does. So now I do think I kind of screwed up with my order. I think I ordered an extra thing that I shouldn't have ordered. We'll talk about that in just 1 minute. But yes, this is something that I've always dreamt about, having a Tron identity disc ever since Tron Legacy came out. That movie means so much to me, and I am recording this before reviewing Tron 1, or just Tron, and before reviewing Tron Legacy on this channel, but you are going to be seeing this on that video. So I want to release this after those two, just to kind of tease this for the unboxing. But yeah, when Tron Legacy came out, it's a movie that means so much to me, and it came out at the same time as Avatar, and I've talked about this a lot, even when I unboxed and reviewed Avatar the Way, or not unboxing and reviewed, sorry, even when I reviewed Avatar the Way of Water, I talked about this. It's right there. I'm so excited. So this is really well packaged. I have not seen any actual real unboxing of this, just a couple of videos demonstrating it. So I wanted to do an unboxing for it and a mini review, just because it's something that is a niche thing, but it is so well done. And even though there are a couple of videos on this, there isn't anyone really unboxing it. So we're almost done with this shrink wrap. So yeah, Tron Legacy and just Tron in general means so much to me, and I'm so excited for Tron Ares. I know a lot of people are worried, but I'm so excited. I'll talk more about that in my Tron Legacy review. So right now, all that's left is just the bubble wrap, and the identity disc is in there, and I'm just so excited. So right before I continue, this is a fan-made thing, but the engineering on it is fantastic, and the amount of features in here is as well. This thing does something that no other identity disc does, and that's basically, if you watch the movie, you'll see that the disc is always just a disc, and then there's lights on it on the inside and then around the edge. Now when they use it for battle or defense, a light just shoots out from the edge and is spinning on the edge. No identity disc does that. They have the outer light, but it's fixed. Like, it does not retract. This does, and this is why I'm so excited for it, alongside with all of the features that this has as well, because there are a lot of features in here. So I'm very, very excited for this. And I do think I screwed up because I probably did not read the instructions properly. or not the instructions, the order properly, but we will see. So yes, ever since Tron Legacy came out, I always wanted an identity disc. So, you know, yes, there was a toy version of it and a collector's version of it, but I just didn't get it. I couldn't get it at the time. But I would always remember going to Target, seeing the figures and seeing the disc, and I was just always so amazed by it. And then a few years ago, I looked to, you know, a little bit more, didn't really find anything, and then last year when Disney launched the Tron Lightcycle ride in Disneyland, I saw that they were releasing identity discs, and at the same time, probably like a month or two after I saw those, and I thought that they looked pretty cool. I saw on Reddit just someone on the Tron subreddit posting something about this, and I was so amazed, and then I researched it more. And yeah, there's a lot I gotta say about this, which we'll leave towards the end of the video. But here we go, guys. So I finally have a Tron identity disc. It's been 14 years that I've been waiting and dreaming about this. Not only that, but this is as it should be, like just like in the movie, and it's even made out of metal. So this was a little bit expensive, but here we go. Got one foam pad, another one, and there it is. Oh, it is so beautiful, just from afar. Now the camera is coming up a little bit dark. Let me see if I can brighten it up a little bit here for you guys. Yeah, there you go. And just bringing it more into focus. Sorry, just I prefer manual focus rather than autofocus. I don't know why people like autofocus. In the video it always just gets disjointed, but okay. I'm gonna actually file a little bit of a complaint, and I'll explain why at the end of this video. But before we even get to the disc, we've got, oh, it's already pre-attached here. Okay, let's remove this. Now this here is and it's out of focus. Now this here is a holder, and this holder you can put you can stitch it or you can mount it somewhere, but this is how it is, and this is a replica from trondisc.com, as you guys can see right here. There you go. So as you guys can see, this is a replica from trondisc.com, and it's really well done. It is made out of metal, and because it is made out of metal, it's pretty sturdy. But this was pretty expensive, and I'll get back to this, because now I do have a complaint. I am gonna message the guy to see now. But here we have the actual identity disc, and this looks like straight from the movie, and I'm just so excited. All right, I'm bringing this back into focus. There we go. So here we go. Oh, it's actually pretty heavy, and it just looks fantastic. Sorry, it's out of focus again. It just looks so fantastic. It actually has some weight. It is metal, and as you can see over here, there are these flaps, and it's, yeah. So there are these flaps which you can see right over here. There you go. So you can see these flaps, and they do rattle a little bit, but that should be okay. And yeah, this looks just like it does in the movie. It's fantastic. There's a bit of a rubber feel to it right over here, so that is pretty interesting. Let me just take a closer look here. So these darker panel lines, I guess, stretches down all the way over here. But yeah, this is pretty thick, and it does rattle a little bit, as you can see. But alright, so down over here we've got a USB-C port right there, and then there's a button right over here. Now there is also a rubber kind of texture on the inside over here, and yeah, so it's not bad. Now, this does not come with batteries. So part of the reason why I'm recording this on my actual camera and not my phone like I usually do for my videos is because I actually do need my phone for showing off a feature that this thing has. And at the same time, also because I gotta see the instructions on how to put in the batteries. Alright, it's actually been a few days since everything you guys just saw. It's been about 5 days since then. And the reason for that is because the batteries I bought weren't the right ones. I mean, they were, but they weren't. I'll explain why in a minute. But I also switched over to recording this on my phone, at least until I actually need my phone. Just make it a little bit easier for you guys to watch this and not see me struggling with the focus for right now. But yeah, so for right now we're recording on the phone. Later I'll switch back to my actual camera, and we got the new batteries. So the new batteries finally arrived today, and now we can actually install this. So I'm so excited. All right, so real quick, to basically remove this, what you have to do is you just have to, you see this particular rim over here, this metal plate? We got two sides of those. The side that has the LEDs in it, that's not where the battery is going to go. The side where it's going to go is the side where this thick, rattly plastic part is going to be. And all you have to do is just very simply lift it up like so, just very gently. It doesn't really take that much force. There you go, just like that. And it is magnetized, so there are some magnets here. I mean, this entire thing is a sheet of steel, so it's all metal, but then there are magnets here as well. Now, one thing, this particular screw over here, as you guys can see, it is loose. This one right here, and then the other one as well on this wing here, or at least it was. Yeah, so these two are a bit loose. I didn't want to tighten them because I wasn't sure if it was purposely loose, because there is a hinge over here that will basically help propel this, from what I'm understanding here of the engineering. I did contact the manufacturer, the company that made this, trondisc.com, and they did tell me that this is all supposed to be screwed in. So if you get yours and any of these screws are loose, just tighten it up. I haven't done that just yet, but because I wanted to show it in the video. But yeah, so if yours is a bit loose, definitely just tighten everything up. This particular side as well has this metal thin plate. This other side doesn't. I'll show the other side in a minute. And on top of that, this is where the batteries go. We've got some LEDs over here. And what's really cool is that the LEDs will shine the light on this particular plastic sheet over here. And there's kind of like a smooth, rubbery feel to it. It almost feels like it's a silicone. It probably even is. But it feels really nice quality, and it feels really, really good. And then for these prongs over here, we got, it's basically like a little button. As you can see, it's just in there, and that's pretty cool. And one thing that I love is that we got these cutouts, which is like that in the movie as well. And yeah, so it's gonna be pretty cool to see if those light up, but I don't think that these here will. And then on the other side, let's just actually flip that over so you guys can see the other side. But this here is also a very thin piece of plastic, just a very, very thin piece of plastic. And I will also say, this overall design over here looks so good. It looks more finalized. It looks more complete. I want to say professionally done, but like the final version, that's what it really looks like. And because I've seen many videos of the other versions of this, I believe this might be version 3, I think. If I'm wrong and anyone knows, please let me know. But it definitely looks different than all of the other versions I've seen up to version 2. So this definitely looks more like the product one rather than the prototypes. So I love how it looks overall. And again, all of this is just magnets. So you just basically want to line up the slots here of the USB-C, which you can see right there, and the button with their respective slots over here. And I'll talk a little bit about that later on when I'm talking a little bit more about the actual discs and my thoughts on it, but it's pretty easy to put it in place. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty easy to put it in place and it's all magnetized. I just want to show the other side as well. And again, it's so easy to remove it once you have a good grasp in it. And it's all magnetized. So here you can see some of the circuitry work with the motherboard. And then we got more LED lights over here, which is going to go in the back panel. And this particular one also has a shaft compared to the other one. So it's pretty cool, not bad. And we can see the batteries here, but this is again not the side that the battery is going to go in. Overall, this looks very clean, very elegant. The manufacturer did a fantastic job on this. Really, I'm so impressed. Even with the other versions of it, it all looked really, really good too. So, but all right, guys, I'm so excited for this. Let's install the batteries itself. And I should actually screw these in. Yeah, let's screw them in before I actually use the device to extend the blades. But the batteries. So he does send recommended batteries. The batteries that I bought in anticipation of the disc arriving. And it was the right size. You need to have these particular kinds, 18650 batteries. And the voltage he recommends, I believe it's a 3.7 voltage. But yeah, so it needs to be these particular batteries. I haven't ever used or seen this particular batteries, but I do know a lot of people do use this kind for collectible lightsabers. But again, I haven't really seen them before, nor knew anything about it. So when I went to the store to get these particular batteries, you gotta be careful because you need one that's a flat top. Okay, the flat top is the one that you want to go with, because the one that I bought had a little nub at the top like a regular battery, so it was way too big. It was like sticking out all the way over here, just like that, but it couldn't go in because of the nub. So I had to order these ones that he did recommend, and they arrived, and now I'm really excited for this. One quick complaint though, it's unlike the other versions of this, there is no polarity symbol at all over here. In the older versions of this, there was a polarity symbol. But from seeing many of the videos that the manufacturer has on their website and of other people with the Tron Disc, I thought, all right, it makes sense that this side here is the positive and then this side here is the negative based off of the orientation of the disc. So that's what I'm hoping it's going to be as. And again, I'm not too familiar with this kind of battery. I probably should have looked this up right before doing this. So let me see which side is the positive here and which side is the negative. I do believe this might be the positive side, actually. I do see a positive here, but I just want to be safe, so I'll just double check. All right, we tightened up all the screws. There really was just one that was loose. I guess the other one must have gotten tight somehow because when I first got it, it was a bit loose. And I did double check. So yes, the side that has kind of like a plus symbol on the side, that's the positive side. And it is also marked here. The completely flat one, that is the negative. So based off of other videos and other models of this that was done by Tron Disc, it does seem this bottom part with this gap here would be the negative, or sorry, the positive. So you go positive, positive, and yeah, let's just plug this in. All right, this, oh,
Synchronized. Proceed to games.
Okay. I was not expecting that. um, okay, yeah, that's. I thought that we needed a second battery for that to happen. Guess not. So let's just put the second. Okay, let's just put the second battery. I don't know if you heard that just now. It's moving around, but let's just put the second battery in. Now, this battery is a rechargeable battery as well. So you can go with the USB-C and charge it when needed. All right, let's just plug this in. Okay, and it looks really beautiful. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to make this into two parts. This is just gonna be the unboxing. I originally did make a full video where I unboxed and reviewed the Tron Disc Identity Disc all in one video. However, that video itself was a little over 2 hours long, and I did originally split it so that way one part would be just the unboxing and a little bit of the review, and that was about 40 minutes long, and then the rest was about an hour and 20 minutes long, and it's the rest of like the overview and my in-depth review. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, just because it's so long, I'm still gonna keep this as just the unboxing, and I'm gonna redo most of my review parts except for the graphic equalizer because I really liked how that came out, and connecting this to the computer, and then my final overall in-depth thoughts on this. My final overall in-depth thoughts on this alone, that was already 40 minutes long because I had a lot to say about it. So I want to redo everything else now that I know how to fully work this, just to quickly go over it and show everything off that way in detail. Otherwise, it's going to be super long. So yeah, so this is just going to be the unboxing part. But I will tell you this. This particular thing is amazing. 100% amazing. If you guys don't want to watch a very long review, so again, it's just me quickly showing off the features, talking about a couple of things here and there more importantly, and then a full 40-minute review of it after showing off all the features. If you guys don't want to watch that, I get it, but this is definitely worth it. And I do definitely recommend you watch my review because I do talk a lot about some of my nitpicks, some things I have issues with, and some things I do think needs to be fixed, and then some of the things that I love in general. So like it's really just a very honest, in-depth review. This is not sponsored. This I bought this with my own money, and it is something that I am truly amazed and impressed with. And if you are a fan of Tron, definitely buy this. The link to the website where you can buy this is in the description. There are two models. This is the more expensive one, the metal one. But you go with what you think would be best for you in terms of price-wise and feature-wise. But this does have all the features as the cheaper option and a bit more too. So I definitely just wanted to get that out of the way. So, and right before I close off, in terms of the stand, the complaint that I had made, that I said that I had made at the start of the video, that I touch on at the end, it's more that there was just a misunderstanding with me and reading the listing. So I thought that I had paid extra for this when I I thought I was gonna get a second one because I had paid extra, and this is supposed to come for free. Both me and the company noticed that, so when I messaged them, they also noticed that, and they refunded me the money. So that's not really a complaint. It was just more of a misunderstanding on my part when I originally read it, and they also didn't realize that only one of these was shipped instead of two. So we completely got that figured out and resolved. But again, I highly recommend this. And with all that said, guys, I hope you watch my in-depth review of this. So until then, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Have a good day.